What's going on, guys? Blaze here with my Skyblock information video. Now, the reason you clicked on this video is probably because you are new and you don't know where to begin to make money, or you're an existing player wanting to know what to grind for so you don't waste your time and get as many coins as possible. I'll be going over the top 5 money methods that are out now, so let's get right into it. Starting with number 5, we have farming. Farming can make around 18 million coins an hour with an almost max setup, not including RNG drops from NPCs and the strawberry dye from farming the crop itself. This is a consistent method to make money and it is very easy to get into. You just need to keep upgrading your tools and armor when you gain a higher farming level and getting rid of pests and visitors as they appear on your island. And for even more profit, you can participate in contests for tickets and medals. The biggest pain of this method is that you need to build optimal farms for every crop to get farming 60, and that could take a long time, but once they are built, you can just shove on a movie and farm away. Number 4 on our list is mining. There are many different types of mining, but we're going to go over the best possible one, ruby mining. It makes approximately 40 to 45 mil an hour, not including Mare Coal, which has a perk that gives you 2 times drops, essentially doubling your money an hour. Although it is more of a grind to get it up and going with the powder and the heart of the mountain experience, it is a very consistent money method. Also, one of the most expensive methods to get into on our list, costing close to 1 billion coins to make that type of money. But if you grind enough and enjoy it, then you have the money that you put into it paid off in no time. Number 3 is Kudra. Also, ignore my horrible gameplay, I have not played Kudra in such a long time. But anyways, many players say that Kudra makes around 100 million coins an hour in Infernal tier, but that may be changing when the attribute update comes out, causing the Kudra loot pool to change and the prices of items to drop. But for now, it is number 3 because of the profitable books that the boss drops, and of course the God Roll armor that many players sought out for. Also, to get into any good parties, you will need to be around combat 60 and have a hype for clearing / healing and good gear to be able to survive the onslaught of enemies. If you're able to get fast and consistent runs, then this is a very good method for the time being. In the number 2 slot, we have Slayers. There are many RNG drops that can be obtained from Slayers that will boost your money up to the hundreds of millions. The best Slayer to get into is Void Gloom Slayers. You have a chance to drop a Judgment Core, which is the best possible drop, and Ender Slayer 7 being the cheaper drop with a lower drop rate than the core because somehow that makes sense. For this method, you could use a Hyperion with Aurora gear gained from the Crimson Isles to take on a tier 4 boss, but to have quick bosses, you would want Crimson Armor with the highest prestige you can get on it, or 3/4 Crimson Armor with a Warden Helmet if you can afford it, an Atom Split Katana, an Ender Dragon Pet, and a very good amount of magical power. This is also a very expensive method to get into, but it will make you lots of money from the boss drops and Slayer level rewards for other methods you could do, such as Diana or Experimentation Table. And finally, the number 1 best money method on our list is, of course, dungeons. This is extremely profitable and your most efficient way to be able to obtain the best items in the game, such as the Hyperion, the Terminator, the SOS Flare, and it varies on cost depending on what floor you are doing. We'll be talking about F7 and M7. In these floors, we have a chance to drop a Necron's handle worth over 700 million coins, and that's not the only good drop. You can also get 3 scrolls to the Hyperion, which are all over 200 million coins. This floor is super fun to do, so you won't get bored running it over and over again, and the prices to get into F7 depend on how high your cattle level is and class level, so I won't get into that in this video, but there's a ton of videos on YouTube that cover every single class. But for all the experienced players out there, F7 isn't really going to cut it. If you're late game or end game, you're going to need a lot of money. So we're going to be talking about the hardest dungeon floor possible, Master Mode 7. This floor has the same drops as the weaker counterpart, but also added into the loot pool is the Dark Claymore and the 5th Master Star. Make sure in both floors you use a Kismet Feather on the bedrock chest for the best odds of getting these drops. Now, the reason I said this is for late game and end game players is because you need around Kata 45 and gear costing billions of coins because of how many Master Stars you need to put on it. And if you want to do this for consistently, you also want a good party that won't nuke the tank and fail the run. And for the Kata XP, you could run F7 if you want money for the gear, or if you just want Kata XP, I would suggest running rather M5 or M6 because you can also drop Master Stars, which is more money, and who doesn't like money? And the best thing about Master Mode 7 is that no matter what rank you get at the end, it could be S+, S, A, it doesn't even matter, because if you kill that final boss, you always get a bedrock chest and therefore have a chance for the handle, the scrolls, the claymore, the stars, and so it's very forgiving as long as you just beat that boss. So my suggestion for M7 and F7 is to just get a perm party, get 3 to 4 minute runs, shred through the bosses, and you'll get a ton of Kata XP and a absolute ton of money. And that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my tier list, and if you have any questions, I'll link my Discord server down in the description and my Twitch, where I stream Hypixel and try to help as many new players as much as possible. Make sure to drop a like and sub, because I'll be posting more videos like this in the future. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.